Right, welcome to the video. I thought it'd be a cool idea to sort of follow up on a rumour that went about. It's sort of, you hear it every now and again that someone once upon a time took a superkart around. It was an ex-F1 driver or current F1 driver at the time, took one around Monaco during an F1 weekend, and apparently the times that he set embarrassed a few of the backmarker F1 teams at the time. So I think it was maybe in the 80s or something like that. So I think around the layout, the modern layout, pole time in 86 was a 1:23. 86, yeah, it was a 1:23, 1:24, because that's when the new Nouvelle chicane came in. So I don't know when this rumour started, but I think, you know, I could imagine, you know, a backmarker team, a supercar, it might not be a million miles away. So I thought I'd test it. Let's have a look. Let's see if it could really happen. And why not use simulators? Because one thing that we need more of right now is simulator videos. I thought I really want to hit a kind of something that I don't think anybody else is doing at the moment. So, you know, I think I'll go after that niche anyway. So yeah. So if you aren't fed up of, well, if you are fed up of simulators, you know, I'm sorry. There's nothing else we can do at the moment. I guess the driving simulator time has come, really, and who would have predicted that? So yeah, so I'm using R-Factor 2. I'm using a mod that was made by Sangra 1, I think, for R-Factor to race, and then I think the actual guys R-Factor have released, they called it Circuit des Yeux, it's Monaco. So they've modelled that, and it's really nice. You know, well, like with these things all the time, you never really know how accurate the times are, even when you have like a car that's built with the data from the manufacturer and from the tyre companies, and you laser scanned, and you have asphalt data that's accurate. You know, there's always going to be a few seconds here and there, but I think it's good fun, and it'll give us a rough idea of where we are. So yes, let's see, let's have a look, let's get cracking. So what I was thinking is, superkarts are ballistic, right? And I've taken a 250 around Shennington. About it was a single cylinder 250 national, not the full beams twin cylinder Division 1 car. But we get to see how it goes. Yeah, so the mod itself, it's alright. Drives okay. It's free, so can't complain. And I think it sets some. I did some stuff on other circuits, and the times are kind of representative of the lap times and the sort of lap records in the Division 1 class. You know, a few seconds hit either way, depending on the circuit. So I think with this, sure, take the time with a pinch of salt. But I think maybe, you know, you could take a couple of seconds off or add a couple of seconds. But I'm going to aim for a 1:32. The lap record at the moment in qualifying to 1:10 in F1, and the race lap record to 1:14. But for quite a few years, the sort of lap times hovered around about 1:18 to 1:22. So, you know, 10-15 seconds off F1 ain't too bad, is it really? You know, so usually a supercar would be about GT3 pace. On decent sized circuits, I think around Silverstone, not Shennington, around Silverstone, it's about 2:02 is the fastest time of the Division 1 car around there, I think. So that puts it on rough GT3 pace. Hockenheim is GT3 pace. Donington, I think they're particularly quick, actually, 1:25. But I think partly that's because they have a big international race there every year, and the heavy hitters turn up, so it sort of pushes everybody on. I'm gonna do a couple of laps here, just chatting and being annoying, just to get the tyres warmed up. See, I've got the actual gears. It's forward to go up, and back to go down, and I know some of the modern Division 1 karts have it more like a KZ, but I thought I'd keep it traditional. Yeah, but I mean, looking at the Superkart scene myself, and I'm tempted. You know, I'd love to have a go in a Division 1 karting. Finally, I'd feel the sticker book of kart classes that I've done or tried or whatever. And I've got a particular fondness for, especially the stuff in the 80s and prior to that, when gearbox karting, and I've got into this more recently, was kind of, it was something, you know. I don't know how to put it into words, but it had something about it, you know. Martin Hines at the helm. Yeah, what you learn with people like Hines and all that is the power of personality. You can drive, you know, classes forward. I hear a lot of moaning nowadays. You know, I do it as well. People saying, "Oh, I wish we had this. I wish it was like this." It's like you can moan all day, but at the end, you just got to do it. You've got to actually take action yourself. And you know, you look at what Martin Hines did, and especially in the 80s, you know, and also the characters back then. You know, the drivers, Reg Gange, Leonard Bowen. These are really sort of relatively new names to me, even though I was born in '86 and my family were into karting. It was always the short circuit direct drive stuff, and I'd always look at not even the long circuit, the gearbox boys as something a bit from a different planet. But the long circuit stuff, especially though, did look pretty goddamn cool. And I think the karts back then looked better than they do now. They look more aggressive, more purposeful. You know, I think the bodywork nowadays, though effective, is a bit bulbous. It looks weirdly dated. It's a shame really, but other than that, I mean, they're still pretty goddamn mad. I mean, especially now they're hitting over 100 horsepower out of a 250 twin. It's just mad. Right, let's get into business. So I'm going to aim for a 32. But I was going to say before I do a lap, the reason I haven't done any long circuit stuff, quite simply, is they wear leather suits, and I'm going to be wearing leather. Stop, so I'll just refuse to wear it. So I can't go out in one. The MSA regulation is basically any leather suit, and it has to be 1.2mm thick, or an MSA approved suit, and that's it. I mean, I don't believe there's any approved suits along circuit. I mean, it's a bit of a weird regulation to me, because I could hypothetically go on eBay, find the cheapest, dirtiest, rankest leather suit that's got absolutely zero safety credentials. I'm going to drive a supercar, so you know. But if I do eventually, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to look at some options. I ain't going to be putting on anything that's, you know, at least as good as leather in terms of abrasion and all that kind of stuff. So I've got a few things planned for that, so we'll see how that goes, and hopefully I'll be able to get out in one and maybe help promote it a little bit. But other than that, if we can't do that, I just won't bother. But we can still do it on a simulator. No animals are harmed in the making of a simulator, as far as I can gather. Right, let's try and put a lap time in, Alan, and stop talking. Must be pretty goddamn cool to drive this circuit. I mean, absolutely mad. I mean, in a car though, it kind of works. Because superkarts, I mean, I've only driven them on sims. You know, you feel a little bit at sea on a long circuit, even though they're banging in times that would embarrass a lot of very expensive race vehicles. Oh no, this would be absolutely cracking. Through there. Of course, we did have the Monaco Cup, which used a little bit of the circuit. That's pretty goddamn cool event, that. We don't have any more. It's one of the many events in history of karting that we don't seem to have anymore. It's a crying shame. Oh, I'll slow down too much for that. Come on. Third. Need to get the power a bit earlier there, never mind. Oh, we're bouncing. We are bouncing. Oh, we're in the wall. Ah. I'm just going to skip this bit, avert your eyes, I can't be bothered to go through there. Oh, now this would be an approach like it used to be. That should be called the Stappen chicane. Come on. What are they doing? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Right, I've got these two billies to deal with now. They're definitely going to crash because that AI crash all the time. Through this left-hander up here, you watch. Oh god, they survived. Get out of my way. Oh, get out. Nice. Bandit. You're in the wall, mate. Ooh. Told ya. That's basically what Will Mill's going to be like post-lockdown. Everybody just freaking forgetting how to drive. Too out of shape too. God, that was terrible. Gained some time back though. Ah, so close. Oh, he's done it. 32.9. I'll take that. Ooh. I think maybe with a bit more tweaking we can get a 31. So that I think that would put us in real life, track conditions dependent. Maybe, I don't know. You could maybe get a sub 130, maybe in a Division 1 kart around Monaco, I reckon, which would be pretty quick for what essentially is just a kart, you know. I think that would be fun to try. Yeah. So hopefully this year, maybe next year, we can do something with the Superkart boys if we can figure out what to do with the suit situation. I'm sure we can figure something out. You know, the Speedway boys have figured it out, and hopefully we can too. And I think the karts themselves are so crazy. I mean, part of me wants to sort of try a twin around like Shenny or Kimbolton or somewhere like that, you know, just for the proper eye-popping experience. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, hopefully we can all get back out in our karts soon. Thanks for watching.